So, welcome to the Gen Z Voices podcast. For those of you who know us well, this is a platform where we invite early career professionals to share their hopes and aspirations about the future of work. And we ask the same five questions, so same format to all of our guests. And today I just can't be more excited to welcome Emma, who's calling in from Brighton in the UK today. Emma, very warm welcome to the show. We're
Hi
thrilled to have you.
everyone. Hi, I'm so happy to be here. So happy.
Great. And so, Emma, tell us a little bit about your work experience, where you are in your career, what kind of industry sectors you've worked in.
Sure, totally. Well, I like to consider myself quite adaptable. I like to be in different sectors. I've worked in virtual reality actually for most of my career, which is about 7 years. And through that, I've been able to do normal customer service jobs, but also go into a ed tech company where we've led leadership programs in the Middle East using these using virtual reality as a tool, basically.
Hmm.
I'm a student currently, nearly finishing my bachelor. I'm in my third year of medical neuroscience here at the University of Sussex in Brighton. So yes, I'm a science girl. Um, I'm a science girl, de base in French we say. Um, so yes, neuroscience and understanding how that works and how that can be used to impact people is something I'm very passionate about. Um, so yeah, very happy
Fantastic.
to be here.
Great. Well, thanks so much for making some time in what sounds like a very busy schedule coming up. So, Emma, what's one thing about today's work culture that feels out of sync with your values or how you operate?
hmm Just one thing. I can't say many.
You go as long as you like, dear.
Um, I think today's work culture is quite a difficult one to go into. From what I see from my peers, it's a very structured, linear um world where we're sort of taught that there's a right way to work.
Hmm. Hmm.
The 9 to 5, getting up, sit in front of the computer, work hard meaning to stay focused for 8 hours on your computer doing something, even if you don't like it. And to me, I think that fundamentally is wrong. I think that people need to work for what they love and be in a enjoyable environment where they are.
Hmm.
I think there needs to be a lot more inclusivity, which is a very like big umbrella word and a word that
Mm.
is used extremely often nowadays. But by inclusivity, what I mean is just having different perspectives on how people's brain functions.
Yeah.
Because the truth is that um, right now, 9 to 5 working is extremely structured for the neurotypical brain, which um, not not everyone has, and not even the
Mm.
average brain has, you know.
Mm.
It's a very specific type of person that can succeed easily in that environment. Um, so yeah, I think culture sort of needs to catch up a little bit with how people think differently, um, and how to use that to our advantage.
Hmm. Hmm. And so, if you could redesign one part of how companies work today, could be meetings, it could be hierarchy, onboarding, anything you like, what would you start with and why?
I think it would be maybe something around leadership development and coaching,
Hmm.
like how we teach what we want our employees to know. Because a lot of it right now is quite passive, like sit down and listen and try to
Do an
learn.
e-learning or
Yeah, do
mhm.
my e-course that takes 4 hours, where most people now will just skip through and take the easiest option as quick as possible. And won't actually learn anything
Mm,
because the computer's doing all the cognitive function for you. I think switching that and making it all based around experience, so actually lived experience, so that your mind can like consolidate the memory and it can actually get hardwired into your brain, um, I think is really important rather than like passive learning.
Interesting. Thank you. And now, so Emma, let's talk about the topic of trust. How do you decide whether you're going to trust someone at work? It could be your boss, it could be a colleague. How do you
Mhm.
decide whether you're going to trust someone?
Mm. I think what it boils down to is how they make me feel.
Mm-hmm.
So if I come into a company and I am met with someone who like doesn't seem interested or bothered in anything else about me other than my role at work, um, I'm not gonna feel I won't feel very trustful of them.
Mm,
They don't
mm-hmm,
feel very trustworthy to me.
mm,
Um, yeah, it's based a lot about empathy. I think for if someone's curious and tries to like shift their perspective to understand me and how I work, where my strengths are, what I like, I think that definitely creates a way more like a safer
mm,
environment, which then
mm-hmm.
will make me trust them more.
Makes you trust them all. Thank you.
Mm.
Thank you for that. And what kind of leadership do you wish you saw more of in the world?
Mm. That's a big question because leadership all round, I think could use a lot of change, whether that be in our governments or our schools or our companies. Um, I think one thing for sure is I would like to see a lot more women up top, or more
Mm-hmm,
women making decisions or being part of the conversation of what decisions to be made, what decisions are being made.
mm-hmm,
I think there's a lot of culture still around becoming successful and becoming successful in your career is about like dog eat dog world and
mm,
bullying and like fighting for what you want and not caring about the others around you. And I think that, well, that doesn't align with my values and who I am. And I would like to see a shift um
mm,
in the way like in the way that sort of behavior is rewarded, if you will.
yeah.
And me personally, I think that would change if we allow more women up top and give more seats to women.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And what do you think male allies can do to
Mm.
help get more women in senior
Hmm.
positions in companies?
I think it's, well, number one, knowing that it's not about them. The problem isn't about them. It's not that they're bad leaders or they're doing something wrong. It's more so leveling out the playing field and making
Mm-hmm,
a team as diverse as possible. Because yes.
mm,
So I think reaching down and being able to pick people that you believe in who are maybe further down than you and helping them, giving them that stepping ladder, um, and giving them opportunities, giving them the chance, I think is really important for
mm-hmm,
like making just change happen as a whole, you know,
mm. So
like
more
little things like
sponsorship.
that. Yeah.
So not just
Hmm.
mentorship, not just
But
sharing what
sponsorship.
they should be doing, but rather,
Hmm.
as you say, reaching down, lifting up, giving
Hmm.
people opportunity, even if that, I guess, can sometimes feel a bit risky, right?
Yeah, 100%,
Mm,
100%.
mhm. And my final question, Emma, is this. In what ways do you think company should invest in your growth or your future career?
Hmm. Um, I would like there to be a sort of like growth path that each employee gets when they join a new company. I think
Hmm.
that already is quite like a new subject, a new thing that people have.
For some companies
For some
potentially, yeah.
companies, of course. I think like sort of making that the norm. Yeah, like part of when you join a company and start your journey with them, if you will, them understanding what journey you are already on and where you'd like to
Mm.
go with that company, um, can be really helpful. Because I think
Hmm.
a lot of people just need more, like need a bit of a helping hand, or just knowing that people
Yeah.
are in your corner, you know, and
Mm.
pushing you to achieve what you want to achieve.
Yeah.
So I think, yeah, just being curious about it,
Mm.
having structured meetings or like it being part of the work, um, like plan of the
Mm.
year,
Hmm.
I think is
Excellent.
really helpful.
Good. Well,
Yeah.
Emma, thank you so much for sharing your thoughts on the Gen Z Voices podcast. We're thrilled to have you along. Thank you so much.
Thank you so
Have
much.
a great
Thank
rest of
you.
your day. Bye now.
Bye.